Everybody, I'm going to try not to hurt my leg while I hold this up, because that's not cool. Why does that keep doing that? No, I do not want that. Hello, sweetheart. Hello, my dearests. Hello, my loves. Come on here. Now, I'm going to try my best to... Oh, good. Comments are coming up just fine. I was just like, am I going to have trouble with comments? Because I was having trouble with comments on the last one, right? So I was hoping that I wouldn't have trouble with comments on this one. So come on in. Welcome. Nurkovic, hello, my sweetheart. Hello, Joanne, Edward, hello. If I've missed anybody already, I'm sorry about that. Crystal, come on board. Hello, Jeff. Oh, thank you so much. You know, giving me blushes all this time. Hi, Beta, sweetie. Ramesh, hello. Crystal, hi, honey. Khalifa, hello, sweetheart. Okay. Cassie, hi, sweetie. Alrighty. Nurkovic, I'm sorry, you're going to have to speak in English for me, please, as I'm not able to translate that whilst on this live. You're going to have to be kind for me. I know I'm trying to learn new languages here, but I'm still a beginner and I'm not that quick. Okay, hey everybody. So, we are going to kick this hi or K. Mr. Steven, hello, sweetheart. We are going to kick this off by just letting you guys know what kind of reading this is going to be today. Thank you very much, Nurkovic. I know I'm bad at, yeah, we gotta be all in English to this one. Irish, can you solve my scar problem? Iris, we're going to need a little bit more context. I believe I saw you post something about that, but I have not really read into it too much. So we're going to go through some other bits and pieces, and then we're going to try to get this. Sorry, Crystal, I'd love a message from my guides as always, Lol, but this time I think that we'll be happier. I think he will be happier this time. Okay. Crystal, my sweetheart, you've already got a couple messages from your guides right now, so I'm going to have to not give you a message this time, only because we're getting the time through and circulating, giving some other individuals who haven't gotten a reading yet some time to, of course, get a reading themselves. So if you have a different question, perhaps we can do that. But the spirit guide message from your guides, we're gonna let another individual have that. Hi Emma, good time. Hello, sweetheart. Hello everybody that has joined. Okay, so this reading for this evening, it is going to be a combination. We have, of course, the general Q&A. So please, if you have a question, I would like you to post it. As I was mentioning there to Crystal, though, if you have recently got a reading from me, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of go through the individuals who haven't gotten a reading from me yet, and we're going to see what if we can get their questions and queries answered, and if we still have time, then we're going to go back around and we can do some extra readings or double readings as well. Janak, good morning from Nepal. Oh, good morning. Well, it is a good evening for me over here, but good morning to you, my sweetheart. Cleveland, good evening, sweetheart. Okay, so we're going to kick this one off here. So the first reading that we have, again, I'm going to be going in, I'm going to switch from, of course, readings from the written readings and then going to, of course, the ones from you guys. So let's have a look. I don't know if it's okay since I'm healing without it. Oh, Beta, general question. I was asking on the previous video, and a couple other people also wanted to know if it's okay to send healing without asking permission. I saw a story and a picture of two boys in critical condition that needed healing but couldn't ask for permission to send energy. It was reposted by a third party. Technically, yes, you can. You can send healing to them. However, if they have not requested it, or if they have basically said upon themselves, that no, I don't want any healing from anything, then you can send it, but it won't be received, if you can get what I mean, right? The reason why we like to have permission is so that when you are sending it, it is going to be fully received. It's kind of like, it's like being on the phone, right? I can call you, but I can't speak to you unless you pick it up, right? Same kind of thing when it comes to sending healing energy or sending those kinds of things. That's why whenever you see me in a doing one of my live healings, I always ask you guys to request it. Or even if you are simply viewing the video, I will take that as, you know, you are interested in having healing, so it's still permission, right? But yeah, so that's basically how that is. So yes, you can, but if they don't pick up the phone, or if they don't pick up the healing, then you're kind of like, oh, okay. It doesn't really go as far. Okay, right. So let's have a look first here. Now, I'm going to try my best to go through chronological or just get through as many, but I know a lot of the times the comments come really fast and really hard. I'm going to, as for the ones that that need it, I'm going to use the pendulum just for your own visuals, because I know that lots of people, they like the visuals, right? So I'm going to hold up the pendulum if you require a visual. And I do encourage you, if you are the user of a pendulum and you would like to join in with me, you can connect to my heart. By all means, please do so. Connect to my heart, and I'm literally going to, you can hold up your pendulum and have it do the same thing. Did you? No, I have not found my own pendulum, but to be honest with you, I was too lazy to go look for it. So that's okay. Okay. So let's have a look here. So the first reading that I'm going to do, though, and by the way, just for those of you watching, if you've never seen one of my readings before with a pendulum, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the sucker up. Now, as I am speaking, okay, as I'm speaking, it is just going to, if I'm speaking truthfully, it's going to start to just go back and forth, okay? As if I'm just nodding my head yes. If I'm speaking from my heart, meaning that I am simply channeling my heart, I'm not thinking about anything, I'm not doing anything, I'm simply channeling, it's going to do as it is doing, oops, sorry, right there, which is go in a northeast kind of direction. If it is a maybe, or it's not really, it's kind of like a kind of to your question, it's going to do what it's doing now, which is switch more to a northwest kind of direction as we're doing now. If the answer to your question is a no, it is now going to start switching, and we are going to start going like no, as if I was shaking my head like no, that's not what it's about. Okay, so I'm going to try to just hold it up as well as much as I can whilst before my arms get tired anyway. So the first, and of course Shayla is here. Are you going to roll off no? Okay. So let's have a look. So one of the first things I want to go through is we've got Kelly Marshall. Okay, Kelly Marshall, she sent a message in to me. This was by private message for a reading, and she asks, my mom goes in surgery next Friday. Will she be okay, or will I lose her? Thanks, Ness. Okay, so let's stop this here. Kelly, your mom is going to be perfectly fine. She is going to come out of this surgery. You will not lose her. She will be there with you. Okay, and that's a nice strong yes from my pendulum there. Now, however, I will say this, your mom does need to change her living habits, okay? She needs to start eating a hell of a lot better. She needs to start exercising that much more. And she needs to start clearing away the negative energy that is housed within her that is keeping her in a lower frequency. So she needs to start some inner work, my sweetheart. That is basically what your mom needs. But she will be surviving the surgery that she's going to have on Friday. But again, lifestyle needs to change. All right? Lifestyle needs to change. Okay, so that was for Kelly. I'm going to do one more here as well, and then I'm going to get on to your questions on the comments. The next question was submitted by Darren Franco. Okay, so Darren has asked, has my girlfriend has only been with me ever since we've been together? Okay, so Darren wants to know if his girlfriend has only been with him, I'm assuming sexually and romantically, since the beginning of their relationship. Now, let's stop this first so you can see. Are we connected to Darren? Yeah, we are connected to Darren. Has Darren's girlfriend been with only him ever since they've been together? Yes. Yes, she has. She has. Now, Darren, You've asked me this question before, my sweetheart. And the thing is, Darren, I know you are hurting inside. You are hurting inside so much because you are desperately looking for compassion. You want your girlfriend to give you compassion. You want to feel that connection. You feel that you are giving her your all. However, what you are giving her is your all, but you're not being compassionate in the way that you are delivering your message, right? You are searching for that female love, that female compassion, that feeling of comfort, of security, of home kind of within her. However, you're not giving her, you may give her all your money, you may give her the cars, you may give her everything material in this world you could give her. But that's not what she needs. What she needs is for you to simply be aware and be compassionate towards her. All right? Compassion is the key. If you can be compassionate with her, you will unlock a part of her heart and you will find that she will give you what it is that you need and what it is that you are missing. Okay? And I'm not trying to get on you here, sweetheart. I'm not trying to get on you. Because I know you're feeling really, really down right now. You're feeling real down and you're feeling real out. However, the only person that can change the situation is yourself, my sweetheart. The only person that can change is yourself. You need to change this pattern of behavior that you have gotten yourself in, right? You keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again, and you continually get the same result. And it's hurting you. It's hurting you. You need to make a difference. You need to make a change. My advice to you, if you want to have this feeling change inside you, for one, stop worrying about your girlfriend. She is not cheating on you. She hasn't cheated on you. However, she is emotionally disconnected from you because she lacks the compassion. She lacks compassion from you. She lacks the feeling that she is truly worth something to you. The same kind of way, and this is for all the guys who are watching this, right? All the guys who are watching this. You can give your woman the world materially. You can buy her all the flowers you want. You can buy her all the jewelry you want. You can take her on all the vacations that you want. And yes, I don't know who made this comment, but is this public? And it is public. You can literally give her all the jewelry you want. You can take her any way you want. However, it is not going to make a difference if you cannot show her with your heart kindness and compassion. She will feel more like a bought cow that is just simply there because you have paid for her. That doesn't equal love. That doesn't. You want your girl, you want your woman, your wife, to literally open up to you and give you all of that beauty that is within her heart? You want that? Then you've got to just be compassionate. You've got to be kind. You've got to look past the material and focus on her heart. Take care of her heart. She can take care of her body. All right? She can take care of her body just fine. You need to take care of her heart. Do this, and I promise you, that woman won't go anywhere. She will give you everything if you can take care of her heart. Okay? That's what I want you to focus on. Now you may be asking, how do you take care of such a lady's heart? You know what? You talk to her. You let her talk to you. You know? Be kind. If she says she's on her period, don't tell her, oh, you got PMS? Don't do that. Be like, babe, you know, can I rub your back? Are you okay? I bet that hurts. You know, like, I want you to think, if you're a guy, and you know if somebody just kicks you in the balls, right? Somebody literally just kicks you in the balls, and then laughs at you, how are you going to feel? You're going to feel like shit, right? Every time you don't take care of your lady's heart and just simply throw money at her, it's like kicking her in the balls. You know, she doesn't feel the connection of love there. All she feels is I've been bought and paid for. And it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Right? So, again, Darren, what I'm going to ask you to do, or what I'm going to suggest that you do, is that first you take care of your body, you take care of yourself. I want you to literally change your eating habits. If you haven't already, you need to become a vegetarian. And yeah, I know I'm going to get a lot of meat eaters go like, what? What does that have to do with anything? It has a lot to do with it. You don't want to know why it has a lot to do with it? Because meat literally takes energy away from your body healing. If your body cannot heal properly, it means you don't have enough energy. Your cognitive abilities don't work as well. Connections are missing, right? So if you want to be healthy and well and get these thoughts out of your head, one, you got to take care of your body. Your body and your mind are intrinsically linked. You need to take care of one or the other for both of them to be well. Okay? So firstly, take care of your body. Do a little light yoga. Secondly, I want you to try to look inside and discover yourself. Right? One of the things that is causing you so much pain is because you are lacking compassion. You are. And the only way to understand why you are lacking that compassion is to go inside yourself and ask the questions. Trace back your steps. It will take you back to your childhood. I can almost guarantee it. Almost guarantee it, right? So take yourself back and just be like, why can I not connect? What is so difficult about this, right? Discover yourself. Once you discover that reason, then you can start to make a change. When you can give your lady the compassion she needs, watch how her heart opens up to you. And watch how you will look back at this time and just be like, remember when I thought you were cheating on me all of those times? Like, wow, babes, I am so sorry. Because she hasn't. She has not. So, I hope that helps. Okay, let's get a few questions. So, now I will say this, though. I'm going to try to get more of the individuals that I have not read just yet. So if you had a reading from me very recently, like in the last couple of weeks, then I'm going to kind of go through the ones that haven't gotten a reading from me first, and then we're going to circle on back. Rachel Wiggins, you say guide into the next level. Okay, can you just reiterate that for me? Cash Marley, first time viewer, welcome. Ask a question, my sweetheart, or possibly you have. And I just haven't gotten down there yet. Berta Craddock, okay, you say good afternoon, any messages for me? Berta, yes, let's have a look here. Okay. Let me connect to you first. Okay. Are we connected to Berta? No, let's connect. All right, we are connected to Berta. So Berta, what is it that we want to tell Berta? Oh, okay. Sorry, this is good. I'm going to write this down because I'm like, ooh, this is some poetic stuff that's coming through. Kat, you are in the way. Sorry. Berta, okay. Oh, well, that was really... Sorry, 1 second. Okay, so Berta, I was just like, I was hearing some real poetic things come into place, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to send you, I'm going to counter this message that has come through. So, the message that came through for Berta, and I just want, and this is going to be an example just to show you guys how freaking tricky these little bastards are. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up as well. Berta, your eyes are like diamonds in the rough. Your hair is like the willows of heaven. Your mouth is as supple, as sweet as an apple. You are my love, my light, my all and my everything. Will you be my one and only heart, my heart? Please open your vessel to my love and make me your king. Was that Berta's subconscious entity? Yes, it was. Berta, this is the message I have for you, okay? You have a nasty little black dot of a shithead entity that is right next to you, okay? He is whispering all sorts of absolute bullshit in your ear. He is literally trying to sway your thoughts and decisions into areas that will cause you pain, suffering, misery, and heartache. My message to you here, Berta, is with this little turd ball trying to sweeten the deal and get you to open your vessel to him, don't do it, for one. If you have any thoughts at all that run through your head that say, oh, okay, I'm going. This has got to be known, okay? Because these entities, don't play with them right now. All right? Take them seriously. And this is for everybody that's out here. I want everybody to know that you have whispers in your ear all the time. You are manipulated like nobody's business all the time. Because the majority of individuals, especially who are watching this, and I love you all, I do love you all, but it is the truth. The majority of individuals that are watching this do not have control over their minds. We don't meditate enough, we don't know ourselves enough, and we don't know what is around us. And Berta, my love, you have one of these little nasty bastards right around you, okay? He is feeding off of the negativity that is within inside you. Now, what is he feeding off of? Love? Lack of love? No? He's feeding off of your insecurities right now, okay? Totally feeding off of your insecurities right now. Builds you up, those little whispers in your ears builds you up, only to just knock you the frick down, right when you don't need it, okay? Right when it's going to hurt you the most, right? So for example, whispering in your ear like, oh, you know what, you look wonderful today, you look great. But then the next time you look in the mirror, he's going to whisper, you gained a little weight though, didn't you? Right? It's like an abusive, a very abusive relationship. So you've got this little bastard around you, and you know what I'm going to do? Just because I can't stand damn entities, I'm going to get rid of him for you. So you know what, you little bastard, you're bound where you are. By the way, if you are an empath and you would like to connect with me while I'm doing this and feel the joy of banishing an entity and what it feels like, the tingles that you will feel are not only the excitement of me hunting, but also the fear that these entities feel when they are approached with an individual who is more powerful than them. So, you are bound where you are. What shall we do with them? What shall we do with them, Berta? How about this? His eyes are now glowing red. This is wonderful. I think what we should do is we should bind a Berta, I want you to repeat the following phrase. To my subconscious entity, it is my will and my power, with Kulipup's help, that you you eat yourself. Watch as your energy is eaten from your feet up, and watch the slow descent of your demise. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, well, even if you don't say it, don't worry. My energy's slowly starting to eat that little bastard. Okay, so there you go, Berta. My advice to you, my guidance to you is to meditate. I want you to do at least 30 minutes of meditation every single day for the next week, okay? And whilst you are doing this meditation, I want you to try to feel your vibration of your heart. If you do not know what that means or what that feels like, I really suggest that you connect to me right now. Look at my eyes, see my image, connect to my heart, sweetheart. I want you to simply say my name. You can say Kulipup. Kulipup, Kulipup, Kulipup. All right? Say my name. and focus right deep in my chest right here, what you are going to feel is a welling of love come to your chest. That welling of love, I'm going to give you some energy. And as you are doing your meditations, feel that love and burn this little bastard to a crisp. Alrighty, because to be honest with you, as soon as you produce more negative energy, it kind of wants to reform. But shit, I can't stand entities. Alright, so be more in control of your mind, sweetheart. Okay, so let's have a look here. Sorry, I know I just took a long time just ranting on that damn entity. I cannot stand them. I really, really cannot stand them. Let's have a look. Let's answer another question here. So we've got two. So we've got Stephen. Someone told me that, sorry, Stephen Cologne. Someone's told me that I have a past lifetime that is affecting me. What can I do to heal this? Okay. So firstly, not that I'm trying to poop on anybody else's reading or anybody else's advice for you, my dear, but I'm just going to confirm a few things. Now, because I'm getting something different. Now, the past life that is affecting Stephen, is it this past life that is affecting Stephen? No, not really. Because you do have past lives, that's definitely true. Is it this life that is affecting Stephen? Yup. Stephen, it's this life. Okay, sweetheart? For you to process everything that is affecting you in this life, I need you to do some inner work, sweetie. Okay? Just do some inner work. I know it's really, really easy because when it's really easy to kind of jump onto the other life that we were in because it almost takes us away from taking responsibility of this life that we've lived now. All right? There's so many people who are just like, yeah, my past lives. I had a lot of trauma from my past life and that's why my life today is really shitty or something like that. And it's like, nah, you got to clear out the baggage from this lifetime. Not to say that you don't have baggage from past lifetimes, but genuinely, it's this lifetime that you need to go through, right? So that this lifetime doesn't affect the next one, right? Right now, what I can feel that is affecting you is you have an issue with self-acceptance, my sweetheart. Okay? Self-acceptance. You look outside for your answers more than you look inwards because you don't trust what you get when you look inwards. Okay? Or you question what you get when you look inwards. When you were a child, I feel like a lot of people put a lot of blame on you for a lot of things. Maybe told you you weren't worth it. Maybe told you that, oh, you're a bad kid, it's your fault. You know, maybe they told you a lot of just lies. And I'm telling you right now, Stephen, it was all bullshit. It was all bullshit, okay? Total bullshit. But I want you to go back into your childhood. I want you to go back into your childhood and I want you to relive the times that you were in pain. Go all the way back and I want you to work your way up to the present moment. And just kind of go through go through your situations like, why is it that I have trouble with self-acceptance? Why is it that I feel this way about myself? When you can come to this conclusion, you will find that you will go really, really far. Cash. Sorry, I hope that helps, sweetheart. This one is for Cash. Cash, you asked me, and I just saw the comment, but it disappeared, but you asked me, will you and your ex get back together? Okay. And by the way, yes, if anybody here is connecting to my heart, please connect to me. You will enjoy it, I promise you. Literally, say my name. Kulipup. 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 Say it. Just say it repetitively. Focus on your heart. Focus on my heart. And you're just going to get a lovely feeling of love within there. Okay. So, Cash, let's get you connected. By the way, if you are, I'm sorry, this is a disclaimer, okay? My energy and my frequency is very, very, very high. I have a very strong love feeling. If you are a man, and if you are especially a single man, when you feel this feeling of love, because it is very strong, compassionate feeling, because I do love absolutely everybody, it can incite a feeling of romance at the same time. So I'm just putting it out there right now. Whatever you want to think about in your own spare time, that is totally cool. Just please do not make it known to myself. All right. Just got to put that out there. Thank you, babe. All right. So, and this is, by all means, this is not me being big-headed. It's not your fault either if you start to feel feelings of affection and so forth. It is literally a point of the energy. That's what my energy physically feels like, and that's the effect it has on people as well. So, just throwing that out there, sweethearts. Okay. If you're a lady, though, you should feel a lovely, warm, enduring feeling as well. Okay. So let's get on to Cash here. So Cash, you asked if your ex and yourself will get back together. Firstly, let's connect to Cash. Are we connected to Cash? We are connected to Cash. So Cash, will Cash and his ex get back together? Will they? Let's be more specific. Will Cash and his ex get back together in a long-term romance? They will. Okay, that's good. Will it be a happy and successful union? Partially. Okay. Why is this a partial? This is what I want to go through. So why is this a partial? So Cash, yes, you're gonna definitely get back with your ex, but okay, let's see here. So what I'm getting here, though, Cash, is is that you're going to get back together because you feel, of course, drawn together. However, Cash, you're going to have a very strong temptation once you're back in the relationship. You're going to have a temptation to look elsewhere. One of the reasons why you're going to have a temptation to look elsewhere is because she's not going to open up to you the way that you want her to open up to you. Okay? She's not. You guys have a pull towards each other, of course. However, you have a lot of inner work to do. You put a lot on her in terms of you want her to show you a specific emotion. And I'm going to say it again. Compassion. Compassion. She wants you to focus on her. Right? But not focus on what she does around the house, or not focus on what she does with kids if you've got any, or she doesn't want you to focus on her when you're turning it around to focusing on you, if you get what I mean. She wants you to notice the little things, all right? If she comes in and she's super tired, she'd want you to just simply be like, babe, or if you could just be like, babe, I see you. I see you. I see your heart, you know? Can I give you a back rub? Right? That kind of thing. She wants you to focus on her. Now, don't get me wrong, though. Don't get me wrong. She is overworked, she's stressed, and she's tired. She is not necessarily the nicest person to be with all the time. Okay? And I know that's hard, because if she wants you to just notice the little things and have you come in and just be like, babe, give me a back rub, but sometimes I know her energy just puts you right off. Puts you right off, and where you're just like, I'm so frustrated. But I want you to know that as much as you are searching for that compassion from her, that love, that focus, that feeling of just acceptance from her, she's also hurting herself. She's hurting herself, and she's trying to literally suppress is what I'm getting more so. She's trying to suppress the hurt, suppress the pain, and get on with life. But she's not doing a very good job, right? Because it hurts. And it's coming out as frustration, as negligence. Man, this sucks. It sucks so bad because we go through these cycles. We go through these patterns when we are in relationships. Both of you require more understanding of each other. Both of you require more understanding. Both of you require more effort. However, one of you has to put your first foot forward in order to do it. Okay? So, I can't speak for her. I can't give her direct advice. But I will give you some direct advice. Cash, when you are speaking with your girlfriend, when you are engaging with her, even when you are coming to a point of an argument, what I want you to do is I want you to take the path of least resistance. Okay? If she seems like you're trying to get through to her something and she seems really cold and blocked off and really stubborn, then whatever you're saying, I want you to look at it. I want you to look at what you're trying to say in a purposeful way. So if you're hurt, Cash, if you're hurt and you're just feeling really frustrated, right? The need to just express your frustration will be overwhelming. And when we're just expressing our frustration, we speak, we just regurgitate a bunch of every negative feeling that we have, but there's no purpose to it. So what I want you to do is I want you to sit back and kind of think of what is the outcome I want in this conversation. What is the outcome? And when you have that outcome as to what you want, then you can go with the flow and literally take the path of least resistance. So for example, if you were to come home and what you want, what you physically want is for her just to give you a hug and give you a kiss and just show you some love and support, and just to understand that you had a hard day and you're just not doing too well or anything like that. Firstly, I want you to understand why you're having such a hard day, okay? Or why you are having these feelings in the first place. So that identification is one. Now, secondly, if I want you to try to identify whether she has a direct contribution to this, okay? So for example, if you just want to come home and be loved and be held, right? What circumstances have went on throughout the day that have literally stopped you feeling that? So for example, did you go to work and were you frustrated at your boss? Were you frustrated at your coworkers? Did you get a flat tire? This is not going to happen, but did you get a flat tire? Is that why you're feeling just frustrated and low? So when you come home, it's not necessarily her fault, but you're just needing that, okay? So again, you're going to identify, all right? The next thing that you're going to do is when you have the purpose in mind, you're going to speak to her. Now, you got to remember, this is where compassion comes in, because she's already going to be hurting inside from her own day, from her own life, from her own self-healing and repair and her own issues that are going through. So she's not going to feel very good. So the last thing that she's going to respond to is you going, babe, why you never be kind to me? Why you never give me hugs and kisses? She's not going to respond to that. She's going to close off and get really guarded, right? So instead, what you're going to do is you're going to sit her down and just be like, babe, can I talk to you for a little bit? And she's going to be like, yeah, what's up? And you're going to be like, I've been feeling really frustrated lately. And I just want to be cuddled. I just want to cuddle and I just want to be hugged. And I want to be like, I just want to feel that love. Right? And she's going to be like, well, what do you want me to do? And then you're going to be like, can you hug? Can you give me a cuddle? Because you know what? I'm going through some really hard shit at work. Tire got flat and everything. And I'm frustrated, but I don't want to take that on you or anything like that. I just really need some support right now. Can you give me a hug? Right? Can you give me a hug? And watch how you could have went, babe, why don't you ever give me cuddles? Like, why don't you ever go to all of a sudden her understanding, her then now being able to reciprocate and just be like, you know what? I've had a really shit day too. I need a hug too. Let's hug each other together. Let's hug and let's make love, and you feel good, and that compassion comes out. And then yeah, trust me guys, compassion, it's the key to so many things. When you have it, just make sure you got a lot of protection, because that's when babies are born. Like I tell you, that's when babies are born. You show a little compassion and there's no end to the love that comes to you. Okay? So make sure you got a lot of birth control. Got that sorted out. But literally, that's what I want you to do. The path of least resistance. All right? Because your overall goal was simply to gain a cuddle and to gain understanding. And now you've got it, rather than being accusatory or rather than pushing. Okay, so I hope that helps. I hope that helps. All right. So let's have a look here. Let's have a look. Okay. Aku, AKAUDA. Hi, welcome. If it's your first time here, welcome. Jennifer Elordo, first time. Wonderful, Jennifer, welcome. Okay, let's have a look here and let's see what we got. Paul Beckwar. Okay, Paul, hi. You say hi from the UK. Hello, Paul. Wow, it's really late there. Thank you for being here. You say, am I going to get through the dark night of the soul? Let's have a look. That's a very, very good question. Let's have a look. Let's connect to Paul first. We connected to Paul. We are connected to Paul. Okay, so Paul, is Paul going to get through the dark night of the soul? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. There is two reasons for this. For one, the first reason is that you are aware of it. That dark night of the soul is that that shithead subconscious entity that I was, for Berta, trying to get rid of. Those little bastards whisper into your ear and put you through so much crap, right? Throw so much crap. So yes, you will. Now, so you will because you are aware of it. And two, you have connected to me. I have connected to you. So now I'm going to pump some extra love energy over to you there, Paul, to burn that little bastard to a crisp. All right. Because I hate entities. They are the opposite of love. If you connect to my heart, connect to me, feel me, you'll feel nothing but love. That is what I am. That is what my body vibrates at. An entity vibrates on fear. I cannot stand that shit because it's my direct opposite. We push apart like magnets, at the opposite ends, right? So Paul, don't worry. By all means, Paul, if you're just like, no, sorry, I do not want your love energy being pumped through to help me get rid of this entity, that's absolutely fine. All you've got to do is say, Kulipup, I do not want your energy for this, and it will deactivate it. Don't worry. But you've connected to me now, so we're going to get through this together, my sweetheart. We are going to get through this to frickin' gather. And by all means, anybody who is watching this, if you want to learn a little bit more about how to tackle this and come join our community of wonderful people who are evolving as well, I recommend you pop over to the Frequency 51 Personal Development for the Evolved Mankind group. Because when you are within this group, you are within a wonderful group of just love, energy, of development, of evolution, and we can really start to help you get through this dark night of the soul, right? To say, screw it, let's bring on the light. Let's bring on the frickin' dawn of the dawn. Let's bring on that dawn. And walk with me, sweethearts. Walk with me in it. Okay. So, Tamara Holt. Holt Waters. Tamara. Okay, so let's get connected to you. All right. Tamara, let's get connected. Tamara, we are connected to you. So you say, hello. Do you see a relationship for me? Okay, let's have a look. Do we see a relationship for Tamara? I'm going to rephrase this for you, Tamara. Do we see a successful relationship for Tamara? Okay, so Tamara, you're going to be in a relationship, but you may not actually be very happy in that relationship. You're only going to be partial. One of the reasons is you're going to give a lot of yourself to that relationship. Okay? You're going to try to please the other half when you're in this relationship, more so than you are following your heart and trying to please yourself. Now, do not get me wrong. I am definitely not saying that when you're in a relationship, it is pure selfishness. However, I am saying if you are going to enter into this relationship, you have to, sorry, my heart. So if you are going to enter into this relationship, you are also going to have to understand yourself, okay? Right now, your heart's hurting. Simple as that. You have open wounds on your heart that you have not let heal. You still have a lot of suppressed negative energy that is literally flowing within you, and you are seeking acceptance to feed your insecurities, to feed this hurt in your heart. You are looking for love from another individual in order to heal you right now. This is not going to work. The only person that's going to heal you right now is you, right? So I'm really going to suggest, because what is the point of going into a new relationship to be mediocrely happy, right? What's the point of doing that just to be somewhat kind of happy, right? So I don't want that for you. So again, I'm going to tell you, I want you to literally, that love, that need, that want, that searching for love, stop looking outwards, and I want you to look right here. I want you to search so hard in your heart for love until you find it, all right? If you got a lot of hurt, you got a lot of pain, you got a lot of baggage in there that's covering up your love, I want you to clear it out. Get rid of it, right? Because I tell you, that wonderful love feeling that people get when they connect to my heart, it's not because I'm anything special. It's because I simply did a shitload of inner work, of self-discovery, of understanding who I am. When I discovered who I am, I discovered that I am love. So that's why when you literally connect to me, that's what you feel. So I'm going to say the same thing for you, sweetheart. Go inside yourself. Clear out all of that stuff. And all you will feel is this overwhelming, beautiful feeling of love. When you have that, when you found that love, you don't got to do a damn thing, because all you got to do is say, you know what, universe? Send me somebody who's going to treat me and love me just as much as I love myself. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to get it. That is the law of attraction. Everybody wants to talk about karma, and they talk about karma in such a negative way. Like, oh yeah, you do bad things, that's going to come around to you. It's the same thing for love. Do a lot of things to love yourself. Do a lot of things to find yourself and support yourself. And that's all you get back in life. That's all you get back. So sweetheart, do some inner work. Love yourself. And then you can go into this relationship and just be like, wow, I have never had a better relationship in my life. Right? That's what you want, right? Okay. So let's have a look. Cash, I know you were watching. I did answer your question earlier. So if you do need to, just kind of go and repeat this live a little bit later. Okay. So let's have a look here. I'm going to try my best to go down. I know I've missed quite a lot here. Joseph Buchanan, you say, heal the girl and the woman appears. Exactly. That's also for men. Heal the little boy that's inside, that is scared, that is lost, that doesn't feel self-acceptance. And then you'll have a beautiful man who is so powerful, so beautiful. And that has and again, this is for a lot of guys, right? I tell you, when you find this compassion and you get rid of this frickin', this thought that men don't show emotions. Nah. The strongest, most beautiful, sexiest man is one that can show emotion, but be so solid in himself and in his heart. Because he's processing that emotion. So you know what else is left? Just love. You want a girlfriend, you want a wife, you want a partner to like literally stand beside you and raise with you. You don't want a woman to walk behind you. You want her to walk beside you. You want that kind of woman that just lifts you up. You lift her up. You build together. You grow together. You feel together. You make love together. You are passionate together. You want that? Heal what's inside. right? And she will too. Okay, so let's have a look here. So, and thank you, Joseph, for all the love. Right, now let me get on to some of the written questions that we got. Okay, so let's have a look. Sorry, my dears. Sorry, my dears. So we have, sorry, I had like a load of individuals, so I'm literally just trying to find everybody. Okay. So we also have the beautiful Haley Tabram. Haley, you said, "Hi Ness, you just like a reading." Okay. So Haley, let us get let's get you some answers. Let's see what we got for you. Well, I guess I can hold this up firstly. So let's connect to Haley. Perfect. We are connected to Haley. So Haley, I'm going to type with this one. Yes, fat cat, are you going to move? Oh my gosh. Shayla has gotten so fat, I'm not going to lie. She's been conning the children out of giving her double portions of canned food. Yeah, meow, like it's not your fault. Puts on these faces. Okay. So let's have a look here. So we're going to go for Haley. And we'll get you here. Okay, so Haley, let's see what we're going to write for you. We're connected to you? Yes. That's okay. Well, we'll go. Sorry, I've just got guides going, she may take this the wrong way, and I'm like, this is the truth of what it is. So let's see what we're going here. Okay, Haley, this is what we have for you, my sweetheart. Now, you may your guides basically said, like, she's gonna take this the wrong way, and I'm like, okay, well, this is what the truth is gonna be, right? So this is what it is. Haley, I want you to open your eyes to the truth of your being. You look down upon yourself and others. Your judgment is misplaced and your energy is misspent. You need to look inside yourself to discover your true heart and energy. This is all I have to say. That is what I have for you, my sweetheart. All right, just putting it out there. That's what I have for you. Okay, another one that we have here. Well, I wish I could elaborate a little bit more on that, Haley, but I think that was pretty blunt and upfront, to be honest with you. So that's all I got. Alrighty. We have Sarah Onala. She asks, Kulipup, love, would you mind confirming my physical frequency at 93? Let's have a look here. Onala, where are you, Onala, sweetie? I'm just going to summon you here. Hi, sweetheart. By the way, I love speaking to your spirits. Every time I connect to your spirits, they're so awesome, they're so sweet, and they always give me these lovely tingles in my heart. And I'm just like, you're so cute. Okay, so Onala, physical frequency, you wanted me to confirm at 93. That is 19.25. 2009 or 100. Oh, sorry. 192.5. So you got 93, except for you forgot to add a 1 before that, Onala, my sweet. So you are not at a physical frequency of 93. You are at a physical frequency of 192.5. Okay, so I hope that works, my sweetheart. Okay. Let's have a look. Da, 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 da. Kevin, Kulipup, you are an inspiration. Oh, thank you very much, sweetheart. I hope so. I am a teacher, my dear. I hope I inspire you to look inside yourself, think a little bit differently, and get out of some patterns so we can all change and live a frickin' better life. Like, why the frick not, right? Who else is tired of living this life, right? I am. I'm tired of living it, so I ain't living it anymore. Hopefully I can teach you guys how not to live it. And then, like I say, in the next few years, I expect all of us to be clear of all of this negative energy bullshit, and let's all go have frickin' virgin margaritas on a beach somewhere and just take a bloody vacation, and nobody has to worry about any of this bullshit that life brings. So come on, let's all just win at work. Paul, I want it. I hope so. I know this has nothing to do with this. Beta, you asked, are you assisting everyone in getting rid of their entities or only select few? I would love to burn mine too. Sweetheart, I am assisting everybody. Because again, when I'm playing this game of life and I'm playing for the lot of us as well, like I want everybody to know we're all playing this game of life. We are all trying to fight through this the dark night of the soul, right? And if you accept my love energy, you don't even have to be in my presence. My energy surrounds absolutely every single person, every part of mankind. There's nothing you can do about it because, like, literally, I raise my energy that high that it's literally around you. There's nothing you can do about it. If you accept love and light at any point, you got my energy. You got my assistance. All you got to do is make a request, and it's there. However, so I am constantly trying to burn off and evaporate all of your subconscious entities. However, it is still within your vessel, in your heart, in your thoughts, that you are producing the negative energy that it literally feeds off of. So I want you to think, every time we all go through a frequency increase, by the way, if you're watching and you're like, what the shit is a frequency increase? Basically, it is when the vibration of the world is raising, right? This is why so many people are finding that they are really tired. Recently, like periodically, you just get exhausted and you have no clue why. You may start to get like heat flashes, sweats, and so forth. You're like, why is my temperature raising? You may also find that you are much more emotionally imbalanced. You know, like your emotions are swaying, or a lot of confusion, feeling really, really lost as well. So that's another symptom. Another symptom is pressure in your forehead. Just like, you know, like headaches that you're just like, where the frick are these headaches coming from? Yeah, frequency increase, right? Ringing in your ears. No, you do not have tinnitus. You do not have tinnitus. This is a point of frequency increase. Everybody's at one point is going to start feeling ringing in their ears. Every time you have that, right? Every time you jump to another level, my energy is used to burn off out your subconscious or unconscious entities. However, if you have not literally taken away the feelings in your the suppressed negative energy, you recreate your subconscious and conscious entities until you are literally clear of it. Until you can live your life in absolute certainty and go with the flow of energy and know what you're and trust in yourself and know yourself, right? But otherwise, don't worry, my energy's there. So yeah, if you want to know when you are going to feel these effects a lot more strongly, then please, if you haven't followed my profile already, click follow, because I will periodically post like, hey guys, we're going through another really big frequency increase. And literally, I will let you know what to expect and to make sure that you're not lifting heavy machinery or doing anything like that, because you're going to be real tired. Or please join my Frequency 51 Personal Development for the Evolved Mankind group, where I, of course, always post those updates as well, just to be like, hey, everybody, let's get on our inner work, because it's going to be bad this week. So anyway, so yes, just think I am definitely helping as many people as I can. Lori, hi, don't see my original question. First time on your live read. Will Nathan and I be in a relationship, happy and loving? Thank you so much, Lori, for adding the happy and loving at the end of it, right? Because that is something I always have to put in there. I really do have to find my pendulum. Lip was just like, hey, you can use my pendulum, but his pendulum's so big. It's so, like, it's heavy, and I'm like, I don't want it. So anyway, okay, so let's connect. So Lori, let's connect to Lori. We are connected to you, Lori. So, will Nathan and Lori be in a relationship, happy and loving? Will Nathan and Lori be in a happy, loving relationship? Partially. Again, what is the partial? Oh, by the way, if anybody's asking if you can join Frequency 51, yeah, for sure. If you look on my timeline, I'm sure I just recently made a post where I did a live in Frequency 51. There's a link there. Yeah, go on in and go join. Go join. We will not reject anybody who is on their path to evolution and enlightenment, right? Why would we? So come on in, feel the love. It's totally cool. Okay, so let's get back onto Lori. So Lori, why will Lori and Nathan be in only a partially happy and loving relationship? Well, let's have a look. Well, Nathan and Lori, oh, ooh, sorry, this is juicy. Sorry. What is it? Okay, so she's supposed to be learning a lesson from this, isn't she? Okay, so Lori, this is the thing. You are only going to be in a partially happy, loving relationship because Nathan is an entity of fear, hate, and suffering. He is going to wound and swoon you and make you feel really, really lovely. And by the way, anybody watching here, this is for men as well. If you believe that every single individual that you associate with is human, you are gravely mistaken. So you're going to learn a little something right now. And remember, as I hold this up, if it's swinging back and forth, it's truth, okay? And if it swings more to this sector as well, that means that I'm channeling directly from my heart, which is directly from the universal energy, all right? So, Lori, Nathan is an entity of pain, fear, and suffering, and just hurt, basically. So you will be in a relationship with him. However, it's not going to be as loving as you think because he's there to teach you a lesson. Now, the lesson, so you're going to feel really good at times because that's how he's going to win you over, get you into this relationship, right? Or get you committed in this relationship. But slowly things start to change, right? Sorry about that. Sorry, you guys, sorry. There we go. So what's going to happen is slowly he's going to start to change. He's going to start to play on your insecurities. And he's going to start to amplify them, right? Kind of going with a, you know, like, why are you wearing that? What did you cook this for? Like, you know, just small little digs, right? To play on your insecurities. Then he's going to be like, oh, it's fine, it's fine. But then it's going to leave you with some, like, negative energy or just a confusion. And then as you are played with that confusion, then slowly it's going to start to amplify. Amplify, amplify, amplify. Until you get to the point where you're just like, I just want to get us back to where we used to be. You know, like where I want to know, like, where is this guy that I fell in love with? He was so awesome. What did I do that was so wrong? And the thing is, you did nothing. Like, this is just what he is. This is what he is programmed to do, and this is what he is going to be like, right? Oh, already like that? Yeah, I'm not surprised. So what I want you to understand, though, in this moment, is that he is not that guy that you thought he was. He is not a good guy that is just going through negativity. No, he was always a shit ass. He was always an asshole. He's just now what he is. Now, will you make the decision to stay in this? This is your lesson, my sweetheart. Will you make the decision to stay here and keep perpetuating this lie? You know, keep letting him do this to you? Keep letting him play on your insecurities and have them produce so much negative energy in you? Or will you simply say, you know what, I've had enough, I'm out, peace, you know, and take care of yourself and take care of your heart, right? So, that's what I got for you. This is a lesson for you to learn. And I do want you to understand, If you do not learn this lesson, so for example, if you do not learn to protect your heart, to say, you know what, I am a wonderful woman. I am intuitive, I am cool, I am happy, I am me. If you don't get to that point, and let's say you just break up with him, and you still have this insecurity and you're still housing this negative energy that was produced by him, guess what? The cycle will just continue. The next guy that you date will be just the same. That will come in with all the love and all the kisses and all everything, and then the cycle will slowly repeat itself. And then you're going to have another opportunity. Will you put up with it again, or will you just simply say no? This is why we have so many individuals that are always like, why do I always attract assholes? Or you have some men who are like, why do I always attract gold diggers? Like, why do I always attract women who want nothing but money and materials? You know? And it's because you've not learned your lesson in the first place. Right? You gotta go learn your lesson. Find your strength, my sweetheart. Find your strength. Okay. And yes, if you have not watched my video on entities, programs, and source fractals, I totally recommend you watch that. Pop onto YouTube, pop onto my channel, because it's very informative. Very informative. And trust me, a lot of people are having those aha moments like, oh, no wonder they were such assholes. It's like, yup. Okay. Let's have a look. We're going to go down a little bit here. We're going to go down a little bit. So we're going to go look. We're going to go look. Sorry, I'm kind of getting down on everything as I can. I know I'm missing a few individuals. I'm just trying to get this all right here. Okay, so let's have a look here. So Cheyenne, I hope I've pronounced this correctly, and I'm going to do a couple more for today, and then I'm going to, of course, wish you all a good night, because we're getting ready for our high talks coming back. Because I'm going to come back to you at 9 o'clock, and we're going to have a high talk, and it's going to be wonderful. But let's go into this right here. Okay, Cheyenne Ray. I would love for you to connect to my spirit. I am a Gemini, Sun, Taurus, Moon, Indigo, Empath, and I have been on my spiritual path for 8 years, and I love learning and listening to others' insights. I usually only do tarot readings on myself, but do not have my cards today. I love and am already feeling your good energy. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Cheyenne. Yes, let's have you connect. Now, Cheyenne, I will say this, and I feel compelled to mention this to you. So if I feel compelled to mention it to you, it's because my heart wants you to know this right now. Please do not expect for me to give you the same kind of information your regular guides would be giving you. Okay? I literally have a very, very fine-tuned energy. And like my cognizance, my empathy, my sentience, my hariance, my voyancy, it's all really, really quite fine-tuned. So I want you to think of my internal being, my internal vessel, right? Where I am inside, my mind. It's like literally, I want you to think of it as a vast ocean, okay? It's a vast ocean, but it is so crystal clear and it is so crystally calm. There is not a ripple going through it one way or another. So when I get a message through, right? When I get a message through, or when I'm getting information through, it's very, very acute and it's very finite, okay? So often when I'm saying this, because if I'm speaking to another reader, normally they're like, well, my guides are telling me this, or my guides are telling me that. But here I am going, oh, sweetheart, that's not your guide. That's your entity. That's your subconscious. That is basically a demon that is trying to suck and feed off of you. And I have a lot of people who are just like, no, that can't be it. And I'm like, trust me, if your guides were the one that's been guiding you, you would not be going through half of the shit you're going through, right? Because again, I can pinpoint frequencies, right? So I can tell who is of love and light and who is of bullshit and who may be infiltrating you. So I'm just kind of putting that down as a disclaimer first, just in case you're just like, what the shit is this lady talking about? Okay, so Sharon, I'm going to get a message for you. Okay, but I'm going to type this one out. Alrighty. And let's get this going. Okay. And by the way, I'd like everybody to know, and this is in no way like, you know, a dig at anybody like that. This is now the time that if you've been on your spiritual journey for a really long time, this is the time to literally be totally awake. Totally awake. If you have any opportunity, now is that opportunity. Okay. So, let's have a look here. So, and I mean like literally go from 0 to fully awake within only a few months, by the way, or at most a year, if anything. Okay, so Cheyenne, let's get you here. I'm just gonna connect to your heart. Okay. All right. All right, 1 second, you guys. That is, sorry, now I know why I felt compelled to say that to you. Okay. Ouch, shit. Oh my goodness. Okay, I feel it. Jesus. Sorry. One second. Okay, I'm gonna have to, let's disconnect there. All right. Okay, so Chan, I have no clue whether you're going to still decide to watch, just watch me after this or not. Or you probably will be like, you know what, I don't agree with anything this lady says, I don't resonate with her whatsoever. But do just remember that that love you felt in my heart, that doesn't change, okay? It does not change. So this is what I have for you. This is what your guide has said. So Cheyenne, I have nothing much to say to her. However, I will say this. She has been on a path of fear, hate, and destruction. This path she has been on has led to nothing but her demise. She has been misguided and misled. Her heart has fears of trauma, abuse, and suffering. And you know when you saw me go like, ow, ooh, ah, that's because I was just like, I'm gonna feel you. So for a second there, Cheyenne, I felt you, and it literally felt like if somebody were to take a knife or a pin or a needle and just stab it right in my heart. I was like, oh shit, and I had to avoid that. She avoids this abuse because of the pain and gets lost in her spirituality and the ethereal to find solutions. But the only solution she gets is one of misguided, repetitive cycles, which feels good for 1 minute, but then the same old hurt comes back, and she wonders why. That's what I got for you there, Cheyenne. Like, I do not know you. I don't know you like that, okay? I have no way ever, I don't believe I've ever read you before. I don't believe I went there. And I literally, this is what the energy is being read as. This is what my energy is reading. And I in no way don't want you to feel that you are a bad person, or that you're like, you know, like, oh, or the work that you have done with your spirituality has all been completely for naught or anything like that. I don't want you to feel that way. But I would very much so encourage you to have a look at the cycles that you have been in. Have a look at the patterns that you have been in. Okay? When you are on your path of spiritual awakening, right? When you're really on your right path, like I say, you wake up really quickly. You know, you wake up really, really quickly. And I know there's definitely some of the individuals who are watching this right now. Lucaus, thank you very much. Lucaus is one of those wonderful ladies who went from zero to nothing. It's like, sorry, from zero to, wow, I'm awake, I remember who I am, let me heal, you know, in such a short amount of time. You know, I'm literally looking at the photos of some of the wonderful people who have done this. And 8 years is a really long time to be on your journey, right? Of awakening, of being that. Because it's like, you're awake and then you start living life, right? That's what by the way, like, and that's another thing, when people are like, I'm woke. I'm like, no, you ain't, you so asleep. Eyes wide shut, you know. When you're awake, you really do feel like Neo waking up out of the Matrix, like, holy shit. And 8 years, that's a long journey, sweetheart. Long journey. So I'm just going to, again, I'm going to literally just encourage you to have a look at the patterns, have a look at the cycles. When you are looking at your spirituality and what you've done, I want you to forget everything. Forget every freaking thing that you've learned so far. You know? It's so freaking confusing. Just forget everything right now. And what I want you to do is I want you to look into your heart. That stabbing pain, I'm not going to lie, I'm really high energy. I don't normally feel a lot of pain, right? Or it feels like a little something, something, something. But I don't normally feel like a pain where I'm like having to take my own Horions to disconnect, to stop that pinching feeling. That was really acute. So forget everything you've said, right? Don't worry about if you're a Gemini sun, a Taurus moon, an indigo, an empath. Like, forget everything, right? Sit still with yourself and just clear out this trauma, clear out this abuse, clear out everything that you've went through. You got to do some inner work, my sweetheart. Do some inner work. Do this, and I promise you, like, it's gonna hurt like shit. It's gonna, whoa! It is gonna put you in a state, possibly for about 2 weeks. All right, 2 week and a half. Yeah, about a week and a half. All right, you're gonna start to feel really shitty for a week and a half as you are going through this, because you're going to be throwing up so much negative energy that has been suppressed for so very long. But once you take it all out, once you go back to the scenarios, go back to your childhood, go back to the earliest memory you can possibly think of, and work your way forward to the present. Do this, and literally, just how you do it as well is every single thing that you hurt right now, that you are feeling right now that hurts, right? I want you to discuss it, you know? If you have insecurities about your self-worth, for example, right? I want you to just sit with yourself and just be like, where did this start? What was the very first time that I questioned my self-worth? Right? When was the first time I questioned my self-worth? Okay? And literally go from there. If the first time you questioned your self-worth was when you were 5, that's where you start. If the first time you questioned your self-worth was when you were 15, that's when you start, right? And you work your way up from the present, and then once you've done that, if you still have these feelings, you try to go back a little bit further. But either way, you got to clear out as much as you possibly can, my sweetheart. Much as you can. Do this and you will see success. Do this and you will see the patterns and the cycles that you have been living start to finally change. And all this love and light that you have in you will finally be given to the world as I know you want it to. Right? So that is my advice for you, my sweetheart. Okay. So I'm going to try. Oh gosh, I've missed so many. Cheyenne, my mom and first boyfriend, which is my child's dad. Are they hey, if that's what you're feeling, go with it. Cheyenne, oh, good. I'm glad that this resonated with you. I'm sorry I had to give you the whole disclaimer first, but I'm glad that sometimes we just got to hear the truth, right? And I know when everybody's getting these kinds of readings, they're so used to everything being, in love and light and positivity and so forth. And sometimes it's like, nah, we got to hear the hard stuff so we can break these patterns. Right? We've got to hear the hard stuff to break the patterns. Because now is the time for us to break patterns, right? That is it. So I wish you well. And don't get me wrong. I will totally do my very best to get this blasted inner work meditation out to you as fast as I can so we can all start it. But in the meantime, though, if you go onto my YouTube channel, I do have a playlist, which is inner work guidance, okay? Like just things to start you off with, right? So I recommend clicking on that playlist and having a look through the videos if you need some guidance in how to start this inner work or where to go, and just get the process started. And don't worry, I will totally put in another one in there at 1.2, this new one. Okay, so let's have a look here. So, okay, You asked me what are your gifts before, and let me reiterate on them. Okay, you are, or let me speak to you, sweetie. Hey, sweetheart. Okay, you feel so good. Again, I have to say it. All of your spirits feel so good, and they're so gorgeous. It's like, I do this every time. You see me giggle like an absolute idiot. I'm like, stop it. Gosh. Okay. All right, talk to me, sweetheart. Tell me. Let's go. Let's tell Orke what your gifts are. Now, Orke, I'm going to tell you this one last time. You best write this down, sweetheart. You best write it down because I'm this close to having a Rick moment with repetitive questions. You know, if you don't know what I mean by a Rick moment, I made a post and there's a little cartoon about like basically how I feel. Right? So, yeah, so basically, I'm going to have one of those. So please, write this down, Orke. You are a very gifted individual, but you are you are an architect and a builder, or a sorcerer, if you want to call that, conjuring. You are empathic. You are empathic, you are clairvoyant. Sentient. You are clairsentient. Oh, and you are Horiant, of course, as well. So for those of you who have no clue what those are, Orke, you are, of course, clairvoyant. Everybody knows clairvoyancy. You know, you've got the ability to see into the past, present, future, and other dimensions if only you practice it. You are empathic, of course, so you can feel the emotions of others, but really empathy is basically energy manipulation. Okay? You have the ability to manipulate the energy of others. You have clairsentience, so you can feel the energy flow of the universe. You are Horiant, meaning you can compact energy. You literally can compact energy, right? That's why, you know, I do a lot of Horiant's healing myself, where I'm compacting my love energy into my hands or into my physical being to accelerate healing and do a bunch of cool stuff with that as well. Again, I got another video on this kind of stuff. And like I said, with these, you are a conjurer. So you use your empathy. When you are very good at your empathy, you use it to literally conjure or build things. Whatever your mind can create, as long as you can find the frequency to create it within there. You can conjure it and you can build it. And you also asked me here, how do you know if you're fully awake? The same way you know that you're awake when you wake up in the morning. You know you're awake. You know you're awake. If you are asking whether you are fully awake, then you're not quite fully awake yet, my sweetheart. Because when you are awake, you're like, oh shit, I'm awake. Because you can then see how everybody else is so asleep. And a lot of the times it's really helpful when you have found your vibrational frequency name, right? So, Orke, please write that down, okay? Because I will no longer be answering questions that I've answered before. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look here. I think I've got time for one more individual, and then we're going to see what we got. Okay, so I am tempted to. Okay, I'm going to do two more just because I'm going to be cheeky, and I'm going to because I'm going to be like this. The beautiful Pamela Hill-Kidge or Luke House has asked, do I have guides or am I my own guide? You are your own guide, of course, Luke House, honestly. But no, Luke House, you have Lupe around you too. You know, Lupe is totally around you. Luke House, you're also around Luke House too, aren't you? Yeah. You've got your brother with you. You've got Luke Helst with you. You've got Lupe with you. Remember, Luke Helst, you are part of we're best friends. Like, you're part of the brotherhood. So who's with me is like with you too, right? We're all hanging out. Because at the end of the day, Luke Helst, you are helping to heal. Like, you are literally my right-hand guy when we're doing healings. Like, your energy is all over the place. Same with Lupe's and like everybody. So yeah, they're around you. However, you're merging a lot more with your vessel, so you're no longer really going to be outside of your body too much. So that merging is happening. However, yeah, you've got like totally a lot of people around you, right? So, yeah, just be like, yo, Lupe, how you doing? Speak to Lupe a little bit more, right? You'll realize he's really, 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 really awesome. Peppermint. Just think, when you have peppermint or spearmint in your nose and on your tongue, that is the beautiful Lupe, right? If you see out of the corner of your eye when you're having a meditation or something, and you see this gorgeously built, long, straight indigo hair and deep-set blue cat-like eyes, because remember, Luke House, when you were just like, oh, when I saw feathers and I saw a leopard beside me, that's Lupe. That's Lupe, like literally. Lynx, leopard, you know, cats. He's beautiful. So, yeah, there you are, sweetie. Talk to him. Oh, Cheyenne, I'm sorry you felt that. Cheyenne, please do never apologize for that, you know, in terms of me feeling the pain of your heart. Like, that's cool. I got this. So, Ava, you say, Kulipup, I am new and hoping you still see my post after Cheyenne's. What are you saying and doing? Oh, sweetheart, I'm like, I did not see that. I did not see that. But we're gonna take just one more here though. We're gonna do one more, and let's see if we've not we're gonna try to find somebody who we've not seen before. Okay. All right. You know what we'll do? We are going to end with Katie. Katie Carter. Okay, so Katie, you say first time viewer, love your energy. Oh, thank you very much, sweetheart. Would love to know what you see my gifts are, feeling like I'm missing something. Okay, let's have a look. So let me hold this up and let's see. All right, so are we connected to Katie? We are connected to you, Katie. Okay, so Katie is... You are one of my source fractals. Okay. Let's do this, Katie. Because you are my last one, but don't get me wrong, if you still want a little bit of Kulipup tonight and you're just like, nah, I'm not ready for this. I want more of you, Kulipup. then please, I'm going to be going live again in about 30 minutes, except for we're going to take this into a more private setting, and we're going to have a wonderful high talk. It's going to be casual, it's going to be lovely, and I'm going to be having some lavender and cannabis, and if you would like to join me with this, then you are more than welcome to head onto my profile, because we're going to have some great, interesting topics. But, because you are my last one for readings right now, Katie, let's get you looking. Let's get you going here. So not only do I want to give you your abilities, but let's tell Katie a little bit more about herself, about her innermost workings and her inner self. Okay, so Katie. Oh, this is good. This is really good. All right, I'm like enjoying this. I'm like, shit, where's the popcorn? So basically, what's happening right now is I'm just getting literally a lot of cool information about you here, Katie. All right, let's get this show on the boat. Okay. Let me know about you, sweetheart. Okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. What else we got though? Would we say courier? No. Healer of hearts, definitely. Oh. Okay, tell me about yourself, sweetie. What do you look like? No. Okay. Okay. Okay, a little warding there if you've not caught that just yet. Okay. Let's have a look. Female or male energy? We're looking at more more male energy. Okay. Wings furred or unfurred? Ooh. Okay. So what are we looking at? And Ash. Ah, okay. Alrighty, so we've got here. Alrighty, so this is what we have for you, Katie. Sorry that took me so long, but I was getting lost in the story here, and I was just like, this sounds like some cool stuff, right? So I'm gonna go down here. Oh, Ava. Okay. Ava, you have been recommended, so I will finish up with you very, very quickly, just as a request from the wonderful Beta. Okay, so I've seen your question, and I'm going to get to you right after Katie here. Okay, so Katie, this is why I was so like, ooh, from your guides here. This is a little story about Katie, okay? This is a little story about Katie. Katie is a magical creature of fire and ice. She is a soul that has stood the time of the ancient beings and has lived to tell the tales of her heroic encounters with death, sorcery, and love. You see why I giggle? Oh, it's so cool. I need you to feel what I feel like when I feel like I'm like so poetic. Katie is a Horiant, empathic healer of hearts and minds. She uses her empathy to soothe the soul and her Horiants to heal the body. She has a tongue as sharp as a whistle and a smile as hot as fire. She is also a sage. Her prime ability is Horiants, but her nature is of sweet honeydew love. See, I was like, oh, poetic. Now, love this. I so feel it, right? Right? This is what I'm talking about. Oh, sorry. I realized I'm like really sweaty. Okay. And I wanted to know, what do you look like? What does your spirit, your guide look like? Now, your guide is within his male energy. All right? Male energy. Or kind of equal, a little bit balanced there. Blue eyes, brown hair, sharp nose, and gorgeous features. Tall with a slight athletic build, but more so like a catwalk kind of model. You know, just male energy, but like, just think of like those male models on the catwalk, just like walking down. They're like not super like buff or anything, but you know, like, okay, yeah, you got a little something on you. He keeps his wings unfurrowed, meaning that they're out, and they're white, of course, but with gold and blue feathers, gold with blue feather specks in it as well. The color of the blue feathers also indicates the color of your light, the color of your evolution as a soul as well. So if you are in blue, it means that you are coming into your own as a teacher as well. When you hit indigo and the purples, that's when you're like, nah, you're a senior soul. You now have to teach a bunch of other people. So you're currently at the stage where you're transitioning, you know, gaining your mastery, right? Yeah. Gaining your mastery. Okay. So that is what I got for you. So again, a Horiant empathic healer. And of course you are a sage. So meaning that you take in a lot of information and you keep it there. You're very wise. You hold a lot of information. And of course, Horiants is what I do in terms of my healing, which is the compaction of energy to accelerate whatever you're doing. So you accelerate healing. You can also compact it when you get really good at it. You can compact it so hard. Like, so for example, if I wanted to compact all the energy right here, I could put this water bottle on the energy and it'll look like the water bottle's floating. when really, technically, the water bottle can tip over, but it's just, it's like on a little table, I guess you can say. But that's when you get really, really good at getting your Horions in the physical. But right now, if you focus on your Horions, it just means that you can literally touch an individual and accelerate the healing. So, for example, if I had let's say I had a rash or something on my shoulder, you could literally flood your hand with a lot of love energy, place it on my shoulder, and you will accelerate the healing. So that when you take your hand up, new tissues will start to form and the rash will start to go. And instead of me having a rash for, a week, it'll go in just like a day or so, right? That kind of thing. I used to levitate as a kid. I'm not surprised. Horions, it's what it is. By the way, anybody who's gonna look up Horions on Google, you're not gonna find it. Okay? This is information that comes from the truth of our energy and our hearts. Not everything can be found on Google. So putting that out there. However, you are empathic, of course, so you are an energy manipulator, but you are a healer. Okay? You are a healer of hearts and through the body as well. But primarily, Horions is your first ability. Not surprised that you were levitating as a kid. And your second ability is healing with your heart as well. So you have a beautiful guide, absolutely stunning guide. You have a beautiful soul, and I wish you well on your journey. And hey, shoot, if you want some more information, then join the Frequency 51 group or come on board every now and then, right? And see what you can find. Okay, now I have only a few minutes, so I'm going to go through Ava, and then I want everybody to get your spliffs ready, get your vaporizers ready, get everything ready, because I'm going to come back at you for 9 o'clock, and we're going to have a lovely high talk. So, right now, we've got Ava Cheeks. You say, Ness, please consider me your last one. Beta referred me at a time I really can use your help. Here is my original question that I had before. Hi there, I've been dealing with a lot of health issues and spiritual attack. I was progressing nicely forward, finally, when a best friend fired me from my job when I was down to my last $10. Ooh. I'm now financially broke, dealing with cancer and behind in bills. Is there something I need to do differently other than not have friends that pretend to be supportive and then kick you when you're down? Oh, okay. This is a hard situation, sweetheart. It is a shitty, hard situation. So what is it that I can do to help you out? So firstly, there's a couple things I'm going to do. When you are with your health issues, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, tonight as you sleep, I'm going to send you some of my Horions energy, and I'm going to envelop your body. And my very, very wonderful, wonderful friend who is watching, and also within my energy behind me, Luke Houst will be there to help guide the energy and place it where it needs to be. Lupe is also going to be there to help with any healing of your heart as well. Thank you guys, because I volunteer them all the time to do all of these things, but they're like, yeah, it's one of the things we do now, like shit. I'm like, okay. So they're going to come to you. So firstly, we're going to start on the healing. Okay, so next, when you are under spiritual attack, yep, you are, let's have a look here. Let me feel you. Sorry, sweetheart. I'm just feeling you right now. I'm just getting what it is that we need to do. All right, so sweetheart, I'm just having a look at your heart right now just to see where we're going. And by the way, thank you, Allie, for showing me so much love. I love you to pieces. And everybody's showing me love. You are so disconnected right now from your heart. You're under psychic attack because you don't even know yourself. You have not felt yourself. You've not felt your heart's desires or your heart's content for so long. It is so closed. And I know it's because of all of the shit you've had to go through. As a child and as an adult, you have suffered immensely. Your heart closed itself off in order to protect you. And what we've done is we haven't opened it back up. Your heart closed off as a child. You know, as a young adult, as a child, it closed off because of continual abuse. And the thing is, you have continued to take a certain level of abuse since you were a child up until now. But you have suppressed this abuse so intrinsically for so long that it is now you are existing in life. You are simply existing. You wake up, you go to bed, you'd go to work, you suffer your ailments, your physical ailments, you know, you feel the pain of your body, you feel the mundaneness of life, you feel the trapped feeling of like, is this all that there is? Is this all there is? Ava, I attract it like breathing, the abusive types. Yeah. It's because you haven't gotten the energy of the abuse out. I know that all too well. I know that all too well. I suffered a sugar load of abuse as a child. Sugar load of abuse. A lot of sexual abuse. And I always wondered, why is it that I'm always attracting these men that always just want to use me? Always just want to use me. You know, why? Why is this? And it's literally because I still house the energy within me that literally attract them. Right? Ava, I know that there is more. I'm working on moving forward, but it won't cooperate. That's because we're not going deep enough. That's because we're not going deep enough. Inner work, it's so tiring. Clearing away this, because, and I'll tell you this, because if you've been so disconnected from your heart, it's very difficult to fight through and carry on, like go past the inner work, right? Like inner work takes so much effort, takes so much time, and takes so much commitment and determination to get through these issues. And the thing is, when you have found your heart, when you feel your heart on a regular basis, you see the light at the end of the tunnel and you're like, I just got to get through this because I want to get that feeling back again. However, if you haven't felt that feeling in so long, it kind of, you forget what you're fighting for. You forget how deep you're going in order to feel better. You forget the feeling of love and you forget the feeling of your heart. So, what I'm going to do is, there's a few meditations that I already have that I really would want you to listen to. They are spell infused, or I've put my energy in them and I've infused them. And because my energy's in there, it kind of helps to hit you a little bit harder, to help you find these feelings again, to help you go deeper. Ava, I've been working on it daily and 3 times daily for years now, but something keeps coming back. I have felt it. 2 days before I was fired, I felt it huge. See, now here's the thing though. Working on it daily and 3 times per day for years, we're not going deep enough. And I say we're not going deep enough because literally we're in a cycle. That's when you're now in a cycle. That's when you're now in a pattern, right? And you now need to change the way you are approaching this in order to have a different outcome, right? Doing the same thing daily, 3 times a day for years, and you have not gotten through what it is, that is a pattern. That is simply what it is. right? If you're asking me what my YouTube channel is, where my YouTube channel is, then please go on my my profile. There's literally a link. There's literally a link right to the side, and it has YouTube in it. Just click on that link, and you will come up to my channel. Okay, that'll get. So how deep? What else do I need to? What else do I need to do? Okay, I'm going to, like I say with so many other individuals, you need to start from the very, very beginning. When you have been suppressing your energy for so long, the memories have been suppressed also. This is what happens. We like literally go through our lives housing all of this energy, but because we closed our hearts off so long ago, it is so difficult to literally find those memories again, right? Because you got to think, if we were kids or if we were young adults and we were not able to process this trauma or this abuse, we literally erase it to cope. It's a coping mechanism, right? So when I say you have to go really deep, I mean you got to go really deep. And like I mentioned, literally go onto my YouTube channel and click on the playlist that says meditations. I have a few there. One of the first ones I have is a deep trauma healing one. And like I say, I have my energy infused into this. So when you actually go onto this meditations, when I'm asking the questions and when you're answering it, I want you to imagine that there's a little Kulipup right next to you, and I've placed my hands on your shoulders. And I'm sending you my energy to help you unlock parts of your memory so that you can get deeper into this. Now, I've got one on there for trauma. I've got one on there for childhood abuse or sexual abuse too, if that is what you know you have went through. So you can click on that one. I've got ones on there to help you find your joy, to help you manifest. I also want you to try that one out too. There's literally one that says heart finding to help you find your joy, because I want you to start feeling this feeling of love again, right? Because it's going to help push you through this emotion and push you through this inner work, okay? So you got to start there. Got to start there. So please, my sweetheart, it's difficult. Do also prepare yourself to be literally in a really shitty state for about a week and a half. All right? Really shitty state for a week and a half. You're not going to feel very good. You're going to feel quite hopeless. You're going to feel quite just like, ugh. But it's because all of this trauma is finally being released. Right? Keep going. Whatever you do, do not stop. Because if you stop there, it's just going to take over and it's going to rule you for a while. And we don't want that. So when it happens, keep going. So just prepare yourself and know that, you know what? For the next week and a half, nobody call me. I'm not going to be the nicest person to be around. And I don't want to absorb any other person's negative energy, because it's like uncovering open wounds. All right? You're going to be very, very sensitive. Very sensitive. And you want a lot of love and you want a lot of support. If you want to, please join the Frequency 51 group if you have not done so already. And if you are finding that you're having a really, really hard time, engage. Engage with the beautiful people that are there so that we can help you through this. You know, so that we gain as much help as you can, because it only lasts. You can only feel this pain again once. You can only go through this once until you are free of it. Okay? Until you are free. So, is this family related for Ava? It is not. It is related to your childhood, but I'm getting it is related to systematic abuse that you endured during your childhood, but not necessarily by your family members. Okay? So it is abuse that has gone on during your childhood, but not necessarily by your family. All right? So I want you to look in there a little bit further. But I swear, sweetheart, you do this. If you need to, you have all of the support from me and, of course, the Frequency 51 group to help you out of this. All right? Because once you do, you're going to be so much freaking stronger. And your love and your light is going to shine so bright. And just think of what you can do when you are free of negativity. There's nothing you can't do because like it's limitless, right? It's wonderful. Okay. I've got a few other kind of bits here, but I do have another live that I'm going to be doing in the next few minutes. So, Rachel, I know you've posted on here, and I'm feeling you, my sweetheart. So what I want you to do is I want you to post directly to my profile, okay? If you've got a question, and we can go from there. Okay. So that is it from me for this evening. I hope you all enjoyed that live. Oops, sorry, my charger just went a bit here. And literally, I am going to now go grab my sleeve, and I am going to be right back with you in the next few minutes. I'm just going to change my setting, and we're going to pop on and have some wonderful, wonderful conversations. So, right? Thank you, Katie. Ava coming out the badass warrior queen, like we all are. Like we're finally all coming into ourselves and our beings, and let's all be badass warriors and just kick the ass of all this negativity and live freely and go, again, sip some virgin margaritas on the beach somewhere and just be like, I'm done. All right? Thank you very much. Thank you, Ava, so much. I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I will be back with you in just a moment. Bye, sweeties. I am.